I want to talk about the experience that we just had. Experience that kind of reminds me of a certain theme that happened a long time ago. Because back then, right, my connection to a lot of games was real bad, right? We had a bad internet. It was like 30 speed or something. Or it was like a 3 MB per second was what it was, right? That was a long time ago, and I was trying to play Call of Duty, all these other games, right? And I was always, because that's when I didn't really understand too much about internet. I didn't understand why I was lagging so bad. Obviously, because I was younger then, I didn't understand the internet. But then it hit me that I definitely needed to get a better internet. So I get a better internet, and then all of a sudden, like, everything was better. You know, and if you can't afford a good internet, but you're a good gamer, you know, now you're getting held back because of your internet, or because of whatever other factor is being played, if that makes any sense. So, you know, the theme is there's a lot of gamers out there that probably can't afford a decent internet, and the skill gap between these guys that have good internet versus bad internet, that's a big wide gap if you're lagging, because somebody who's not lagging is obviously able to do whatever the heck they please, and now it's just based on their skill level. Well, if you're lagging, you have to base it off your skill level, and you're fighting the lag. So now you have to adjust to meet the lag, if you even want to stand a chance to the guy who's not lagging. You have to be 2 steps ahead of him, in a sense. Predict his movement, adjust, and you gotta do the inputs of the controller or keyboard or whatever early to be able to, on real time, stay with it. And that's not gonna happen. I mean, you're thinking about being psychic. That's what it would take to be able to compete with somebody who doesn't have any, who has good internet and you don't. I mean, you can't say that, oh, you just get a better internet. No, it's not that simple. I mean, everybody's always like, get a better internet, get a stable internet. Well, if you can't, you can't. But now you're going to be held back based on the lag, because I was just playing with my guys. Now, I have a wireless connection, but then I also have a wired connection that somebody else plays on. So I'm stuck with the wireless. And now there's times where the internet will not hold up on my end. Right? The wireless strength or something isn't there. I don't know what it is, but certain days it works, sometimes it don't. I just experienced 2 games online with World of Shell, right? And I was lagging like a mother. I'm talking 1,000 ping, but then, you know, 1,000 ping, 600 ping, 400 ping, 3, whatever it is. It bounces up and down all the time. How do you expect to play a game Division 3? Okay, we're trying to make a grind to Division 1. That's what all these, that's what all the games we've been trying to do. I mean, look at our record. Yeah, we've had a lot of bad games, a lot of good games, a lot of close games, a lot of blowouts in both directions. But a lot of those losses, yeah, we're still developing as a team. So we're playing in Division 3. Yeah. And we're experiencing lag. We're never going to win a game. Because Division 3, Division 4, below, it's just going to get tough. It's tough competition. You're playing against guys who know how to play hockey. And if you can't have a stable connection versus guys who do have the stable connection, they're going to win every time. I mean, we lost 9-1 last game. We lost 4-2. Or what was it? 4-1? 4-2? No, it was like 5-3 was the first game we played. We actually came back in the third, but then we couldn't obviously keep that up. We gave another goal up. But then we lose 9-1 that next game, and I'm just like, nope, today's not the day. So I don't get it. It's up and down all over the place. I don't know what it is, but and I know it's not all just EA Sports. It's something with, like, I don't know if it's like a wireless connection thing, because the person that was playing on the wired connection was fine. They had a 20 ping, 30 ping, whatever it was. Right? That's like the normal, the average. I'm sitting here and I'm at a freaking 700 ping, 600 ping was like the average. I mean, or no, it was like 68 ping or something was the average, because it kept going back down like 50, 40, whatever, but it would jump up to 100, 200, go back down, and it's like you're fighting it. The game would freeze. You're fighting the lag, and you're not even paying attention to the game. Now it's like, and then penalties start happening because obviously you're undisciplined. Oh my gosh. It's frustrating if you're trying to get to Division 1. If you're reaching a goal and you just get held back because of a technology problem. It's not our problem. It's not a mental thing. It's a technology problem. That's got to stop. And obviously the answer is go get a wire connection, but it's not that simple, guys. It's not that simple. Not everybody can afford it. Not everybody can even get it. Even the environment in your house restricts it. All kinds of things. But it's funny because there's a lot of gamers out there that think that they are the best. Right? And yeah, they're definitely high up there. Maybe. Or maybe they just think full of themselves. But then those are the guys. Then you got guys that are underrated, that have good skill offline, or when they're playing with a buddy on another gaming system, and then they get held back because obviously the lag kicks in when they are playing online, and now they can't do what they do best. They can't do what they're comfortable because now they have to adjust to the lag. So there's a lot of factors that get affected: your gameplay, your skill level, what you do, and how you have to adjust to the game. It all works back. It's like, imagine having no ping, 0 ping, or like a 1 ping. I'm not sure if it's even possible to get 0 ping. I think PC has that, right? You can have a 0 ping or something because your wired connection, you get all the specifications on your PC that gives you a great boost of everything, frames, no ping, right? So you're with it every second. What you're seeing is what's actually happening, no delay. But it's like, imagine having that where everything's real time. Those type of guys that are number 1 on the leaderboards, would they stay number 1? Those guys that are 10,000 because they have their connection, their restriction, would they stay 10,000? Think about it. And decide what type of player you are. Really understand connection's a big problem. I understand there's gaming systems out there that may want to try to improve on that, but they can't improve your connection if your connection can't get there. I mean, that's a router thing. That's a wireless versus wired, problem there. It's not going to stay great if you're at a whatever ping you're at. So that's just the rant that I was trying to go on to right now. I didn't want to go too much into it, but it's frustrating to try to play a game. You're so hyped for it, You get ready for it, you get your mindset into the game, and then you come into the play of the game and you're just restricted by all these other factors. It's not even the game itself. The teams that we were playing too, they weren't even all that great. I mean, yeah, they're great. Obviously they got to Division 3, but I think we would have had a way. I mean, obviously we would have played better if we had no ping or we had no problems with our connection. But it definitely would have been a lot closer. But I think we would have been able to pull away with a victory with 4 points. I always believe in a win, but regardless of how good the team is, we have to adjust to them. But if you're adjusting to them and the lag, that's when you got 2 factors versus what they would have is 1. Them just beating us if they don't have a problem with lag. So, whatever. That's the rant. And it has to be solved. I mean, there's no other way around it.